Hi, my name's Ashley Rice and welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, you guys, it's time for another Moringa Morning, and this time I plan on reviewing this flavor right here, which is the Moringa Vanilla Oolong Grape tea, which I'm so excited for. I have been waiting to have this one for like forever. And then after that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Moringa versus turmeric and which one is better for anti-inflammatory purposes. But before I get into all of that, if you are new to my channel, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe and click the little bell down below to receive notifications for my future videos. Also, if you end up liking this video or you learn something new, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. But other than that, we'll get started. If you've not seen one of my Moringa mornings before, this guy here is a tea from Miracle Tree Tea, and they are an absolutely amazing company. I'm actually an affiliate for them, so they do send me these products for free. I'm not required to say anything other than sharing my honest opinion and any fun facts about Moringa that I would like to share as well. This also means that I do have an amazing coupon for you guys down below in the description box, which gives you 15% off of your purchase. So feel free to use that coupon code. I actually don't get anything from you guys using that. It's just for you to be able to try out some of their teas. And what's nice about this tea is the fact that it basically is a great replacement for coffee because it has such a high amount of caffeine in it. On the back here, it has this little chart and it tells you how much caffeine comes in a single serving of the 3 different types. So the bottom one is green tea, and then you have your coffee, and then you have Moringa tea. And so just between coffee and Moringa, coffee gives you 125 milligrams of caffeine, whereas a cup of Moringa tea will give you 155 milligrams. So you are getting a little bit more energy with this guy. With that said, I'm gonna quickly get this steeping in my mug so that I can try it out for you guys. Oh, this smells amazing. I don't have the best sniffer, but this is a strong, strong smell, and I am loving it. Usually you have this steep for, I want to say roughly 5 minutes. It says on the carton. And today I'm going to be drinking this one in my Guthrie cup. I actually got this from the Guthrie, which is in the Twin Cities in Minnesota. It's a big theater company. And this was a mug that was celebrating Joe Dowling. He retired a couple years back, and so the year that he was retiring, they put out these mugs showing a ton of the shows that he directed at the Guthrie, and I just like, I have to have it. Oolong teas, I can go either way. I've had some that I didn't like, and then I've had some that I've really liked. My husband generally likes oolong teas. We're gonna go ahead and try it. Here we go. Oh, I think I need to let that steep a little bit longer. You could definitely taste the vanilla, but I couldn't taste anything else. So I think I'm gonna let this steep just a little bit longer because I'm not getting much of the other flavors quite yet. The grape's not really strong in this one compared to the other ones, and maybe it'll stand out more the longer that I steep it or the colder that the beverage gets, because right now it's still moderately hot. It's not like gonna burn my tongue hot, but it's still pretty warm. The oolong is pretty strong. You can definitely tell it's got kind of more of like a floral tea taste to it than anything else really, but it's super soothing. I feel like this would be a tea that I would use on those like treat myself nights, the ones where I just like need to relax. This is the type of tea that I think I would grab. Or right away, like early in the morning, I feel like I would put this tea on just because it's like soothing and like I feel like it would gently wake me up, which is something I would really want. Yeah, I don't know if I'm necessarily getting the grape though. This is super nice. I could also see like drinking this on like a really bad like winter day. We're gonna have a really bad storm this weekend. Actually, the day that you're watching this video is like when it's supposed to start. Or if you're like taking a weekend up to the cabin, I feel like that's when I would drink this tea. Out of all the teas that I've tried by them, this is definitely in my top 5. I don't know exactly where I would put it in there. It wouldn't be my #1 favorite tea because I think the chai of this one is still my absolute favorite. But their other type of teas, I think the ginger is still my absolute favorite. I think that one I've just really enjoyed, but I would definitely put this on my top 5 of their flavors that I've tried. I really enjoy this. So I would highly recommend if you want to try any of their teas. I think that one's an amazing one. I would also try the ginger one, and I would also try their Moringa Superfood Energy Infusion one. Their chai is so amazing. I love that one. But I don't want to keep you from the fun fact of the day, which is going to be which one wins, Moringa or turmeric when it comes to being an anti-inflammatory food or substance. So we're just gonna get right into it. I do have my little cheat notes right here, so I'll be able to remember and read off some great sentences that I just don't think I'd be able to rephrase in any particular way. I am gonna leave some links down below that will either show you where I got this this information from, or it'll give you more information on the topic itself. But let's get started. So basically today I want to talk about moringa and turmeric, and I use turmeric all the time in my kitchen. It is so amazing. I throw it in so many different foods. In fact, for a while I even threw it in like my mac and cheeses. Like I threw this in everything, you guys. I'm obsessed with turmeric. And I think the reason for that is I have a lot of inflammatory issues that just like come up. But I also found out that moringa is actually a really great inflammatory tea, food, however you do it as well. And a little bit of information on inflammation. That was hard to say. I didn't think that would be. Woo. This is something that can happen to you internally or externally, and it can be acute or it can be chronic. And basically acute means like if you injure yourself and you have like an inflamed muscle, that's acute. That's normal. It's your body responding to being injured. But if it happens for prolonged periods for not like a real actual reason, like you haven't hurt yourself recently, or if something hasn't healed up quite right, then it can become a chronic issue, which is actually really bad, and you should definitely go see your doctor about that. And so one article that I think just laid out the differences so nicely, it's actually on the Cooley website, which is another moringa company, and I am linking that down below. They just had a lot of amazing information on this topic, so I'm going to be addressing most of what they said here for you guys. And so each of these different types of, I'm just going to call them foods, even though they come in different ways, but the thing that each of them has in them that helps with inflammatory issues is turmeric actually has something called curcumin, which is actually what gets it that yellow color, is actually that. And that's actually a phenyl compound, which is the main reason that turmeric is good for inflammatory issues. Now, when it comes to moringa, this was like a weird word that I had never really heard before, but I guess broccoli has it too. It has isothiocinates. I so pronounced that wrong. Ugh. And if you're curious as to what the heck that means, because I didn't know what that meant, I am going to leave a few links down below so I can give you just a little bit more information on how that affects inflammatory issues and stuff like that. But basically, that's the main thing in moringa that does affect your inflamed muscles or anything else that might be happening, and it's good at targeting those inflamed areas. Now, the main thing is both of these are really, really good when it comes to inflammation. I would definitely have both of them on hand. The main thing that this article talked about is which one is more efficient at tackling those inflammatory issues. And basically it boiled down to moringa was far superior, which is why it's probably in this Moringa Morning video and why I'm telling you this. But one of the main reasons was, and they have this like beautiful chart that just explains it all, is that moringa actually has very promising bioavailability, whereas turmeric doesn't necessarily like have that. In fact, sometimes it's questionable about whether your body can absorb it nicely. But basically that big long word, the isothiocyanates, however you say that, is always readily available and absorbs fairly easy into your body, so it's something that you can get right away. Whereas with turmeric, it doesn't necessarily absorb into your body as well. One of the things that I just found out recently, I did not know this, is that you actually should add black pepper to your turmeric because that helps your body absorb it better. But without that, you know, it might absorb a good amount. So basically the curcumin is just more difficult to absorb for your body. It boiled down to the fact that with moringa, your body can absorb it better, and so because of that, it's going to help with your inflammatory issues faster and more efficiently. Whereas with turmeric, like you have to do all these things to make sure your body is actually able to absorb that certain substance that comes in it. Which is not always feasibly possible for your body. Now, ultimately, if you do have an issue, you should always go see your doctor. I will always say that. You know, I don't see certain things being the end all be all, like try it out, see if it helps. But at the end of the day, like if you have an issue, please go see your doctor. They'll be able to give you a lot of things that are really, really good for you and really, really helpful, whether you do Western or Eastern medicine, no matter what, go see your certain type of doctors that you would go see. But I would definitely have moringa and turmeric on hand. And whenever you're using turmeric, just don't forget to add a little bit of black pepper to it just so that your body can absorb it better. But that's it for today, you guys. I really hope you liked this little moringa lesson. I don't know what to call it, you guys, whatever we want to call it. And I definitely like, guys, I'm in love with this tea. It's so nice right now. My throat like really needed this today. But let me know in the comments below if that seems like a tea that you would really, really love and really, really enjoy. Don't forget, you do have that coupon down below that you can feel free to use. Also, let me know if you were surprised by any of the things that I shared with you today about turmeric or moringa and which one's better. You can let me know any of that down below in the comments. Also, if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell down below to receive notifications for my future videos. Also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.